Hello viewers, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also, click on the bell icon so that you get the latest information about the videos that are uploaded. Students, in the previous class, we learned how to measure the speed and distance of a moving vehicle using certain devices. Today we will study about how to calculate the speed, distance and time if any two of these quantities are known to us. And also we will see how to convert the units of speed. So let's start with the first numerical. To convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. You know that kilometer per hour and meter per second both are the units of speed. Now, the first question is to convert 18 km per hour into meter per second. So, what is the given speed? The given speed is 18 km per hour. And also we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. That is 3600 seconds. So, the speed of 18 km per hour we can write as 18 into 1000 upon 3600. Okay, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 and 1 hour is equal to 3600. So, by the cancellation method, we can get these two zeros will be cancelled out. When we cancel it out with 2, here you will get 5 and here you will get 18. And this 18 and this 18 can be cancelled. So what is the final answer? It is 5 meter per second. So what we can say? 18 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 meter per second. So this is the equivalent value of the given speed in meter per second. Now let us see another example. Here convert 36 km per hour into meter per second. That means 36 km per hour we can write as 36 into 5 by 18 meter per second. Do you know how we got this 5 by 18? In the previous class we have learned that when we multiply the speed in kilometer per hour with 5 by 18, we get the speed in meter per second. In the previous example, I multiplied with 1000 by 3600. Then also the final result is 5 by 18. So here I have taken it directly so that we can get it the answer easily. So here 36 and 18. This we can cancel out. So here you will get 1 and what is remaining now? 2 into 5. Therefore, the answer is 10 meter per second. So what is the equivalent here? 36 kilometer per hour is equal to 10 meter per second. Now let us discuss another type of conversion, that is meter per second into kilometer per hour. Let us see the first example. Convert 15 meter per second into kilometer per hour. So what is the given speed? 15 meter per second. And we know that 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer and 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600 hours. So substituting these values, we get 15 meter per second. We can write as 15 into 1 by 1000 kilometer and second can be written as 1 by 3600 hour. So this is expressed in kilometer per hour. So using the rule of fraction, we will get 15 into 3600 by 1000 because this is in the denominator. This is the division of fraction. So this 3600 will go in the numerator. So on cancellation, these two zeros can be cancelled out And when we divide this with the 2, here we will get 18 and this 5 2s are 10. So what is the value left out here? 15 into 18 divided by 5. So here we can easily simplify that. 5 and 15 can be cancelled. Here we will get 3 and here 1. And 3 18s are 54. What is that? That much kilometer per hour. So what is the equivalent? 15 meter per second is equal to 54 kilometer per hour. That is the equivalence. Now let us take another example. Convert 50 meter per second into kilometer per hour. So what is the given speed? 50 meter per second. And in the previous class you have learned that when we multiply the speed in meter per second with 18 by 5, we get the speed in kilometer per hour. In the previous example also we have seen that. So this we can write it as 50 meter per second is equal to 50 into 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Simplify this. 5 and 50 we can simplify. Here you will get 1 and here you will get 10. Therefore, 10 18s are 180. What is that? 180 kilometer per hour. So what we can say? 50 meter per second is equal to 180 kilometer per hour. This is the equivalence. Now let us discuss the numericals to calculate speed. Let us see the first example. An athlete covers a distance of 100 meter in 20 seconds. Calculate his speed. So, you know the formula to find out the speed. What is that? The total distance divided by the total time taken. Or we can say that speed is equal to distance upon time. So, if we represent distance by d and time with t, we can write it as d by t. Now, in this case, what is the distance given? The total distance travelled is 100 meter, whereas the total time taken is 20 seconds. So, substitute these values in the formula. 100 meter divided by 20 seconds. So, on cancellation, you will get 10 upon 2 is equal to 5. So, what is 5? 5 meter per second. So, what is the speed of the athlete? 5 meter per second. That is the answer. Now, let us see another example. A car travelled a distance 480 km in 8 hours and a train covered a distance of 1200 km in 10 hours. Which out of the two travelled faster, car or train? So, here what is given? The distance travelled by two vehicles are given. A car travelled 480 km in 8 hours and a train travelled 1200 km in 10 hours. So, just by looking at the time, we can't say which is faster or which is slower. So, what we have to do? We have to find out the speed of both the vehicles and then decide which is faster. Okay. So, let us find out the speed of the car first. Here, the distance is 480 km and time is 8 hours. So, according to the formula, speed is equal to d upon t. So, substituting the values, we get 480 divided by 8. So on cancellation you will get 6 8s are 48. Therefore this will become 6. So the answer is 60 km per hour. That is, the speed of the car is 60 km per hour. Now let us find out the speed of the train. The distance travelled is 1200 km and the time taken is 10 hours. Therefore, speed is equal to 1200 divided by 10. So you will get it 120 upon 1 is equal to 120 kilometer per hour. So what is the speed of the train? 120 kilometer per hour. Now we have the speed of the car and speed of the train. That means the distance travelled by both the vehicles in 1 hour. So from that we can easily make out which travels faster. So 60 km and 120 km. So we can say that the train travelled faster than car. So that is the answer. Now let us see how to calculate the distance travelled if speed and time are known. So here let us take one example. If Rajdhani Express train between two stations, that is A and B, travels at a speed of 115 km per hour, what distance will it cover in 4 hours? So what is the question? Rajdhani Express travels at a speed of 115 km per hour for 4 hours. What is the total distance covered by the train? You know the formula for speed as distance upon time. So from that, if any two quantities are known to us, then third quantity we can calculate. So here speed and time is known to us. Therefore we can get the formula for distance as distance is equal to speed into time. So substitute the given values in the formula, that is 115 km per hour into 4 hours. So here the units hour and hour will be cancelled out, and on multiplying 115 with 4 you will get 460 km. Therefore, what is the distance travelled by the Rajdhani Express? 460 km. This is the required answer. Let us see another example. The speed of giant tortoise is 0.27 km per hour. How much distance will it cover in 5 hours? You know the formula to find out the distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. Substitute the value of given speed and time. Here what is the speed given? 0.27 km per hour and the time is 5 hours. Therefore, on substituting this, you will get 0.27 km per hour into 5 hours. See, the units hour and hour will be cancelled here, and 0.27 into 5, that can be 7 5s are 35 to 10, that is 30. But here there are 2 decimal points. So we have to put decimal point here, 1.35. What is the unit? Kilometer. So what is the final answer? The speed of the distance travelled is equal to 1.35 kilometer. That is the final answer. Now let us discuss how to find out the time taken. If speed and distance are known to us, how to calculate the time taken to travel the distance. So let us take one example. If a car travels at a speed of 120 km per hour, how much time will it take to travel 480 km? That is the question. And you know, speed is equal to distance upon time. From that, we get the formula to find the time as time is equal to distance upon speed. Substitute the value of distance and speed. The distance is 480 km and the speed is 120 km per hour. So this we can rewrite as 480 upon 120 and this hour will go in the numerator. So we can say this kilometer and kilometer can be cancelled. Now we have 480 upon 120. So these zeros we can cancel, and on simplification here you will get 48 and 12 we can simplify as 4 12s are 48. Therefore we will get here 4. So what is the answer? 4 hours. So we can write it as car takes 4 hours to travel a distance of 480 km. That is the final answer. Now let us discuss another example. If the average speed of a train is 90 km per hour, how long will it take to cover a distance of 720 km? So here what is the given data? The speed of the train is 90 km per hour and it has to travel a distance of 720 km. We have to find out the time required for that. The formula is time is equal to distance upon speed. Substitute the values. The distance is 720 km and the speed is 90 km per hour. So this hour will go in the numerator and we can cancel out this kilometer from both. Now what is left out here? This 0 and 0 can be cancelled, and on simplification we will get 72 upon 9. 9 8s are 72. So what we can say? This can be cancelled out and the answer is 8. That means 8 hours. So the train takes 8 hours to cover 720 km. So this is the final answer. So students, I hope you have understood the numerical sums very well. But still, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I will surely try to solve it as early as possible. Here is one review question. Please solve it in your notebook. Thank you.